Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. And happy day 7 of our 21 days together. Take a few moments to settle in. Wiggle around a little bit. Deep sigh. Lick your lips, swallow. Any shifting, rocking, waking up sounds, soothing sounds. Tuning into the sound of your breath. We're going to be motivated, inspired by a quote from the Bhagavad Gita today. It's 14.23. One who sits like a detached onlooker is not affected by the gunas. Knowing that gunas act on their own, he or she remains undisturbed. Gunas are qualities, primal forces, and we can actually think about them as the vrttis, especially as we sit today, the different chatter, the different qualities of the chatter of the mind. The doing, planning, futuristic chatter. And then the more melancholy thoughts of the past, whatever that brings up for you. And then we have the now, the present moment, and the clarity of the mind. So we're going to practice Sakshti Bhava, and it's the practice of being the detached observer, the detached onlooker. And we're going to do it with this exercise as looking at the mind, or being in the mind, visualizing the mind, your mind, as a room. So let your breath take you into your mind. Let your breath take you into your body, into this present moment. And often we think of the mind being up in the head. Many of us associate mind with brain. You could feel that your whole body, this vehicle of yours, is your mind. All your thoughts, your emotions, your patterns, your life, in this room. Some of us have a very cluttered room. Thoughts, emotions, perceptions. Meditation really helps us clean our room. But just notice how your room is today. Overspilling thoughts. Drawers and closets. Underneath the bed. Emotions and perceptions. Take a few moments just to be in your room, the room of your mind. Like really be in it. Like a teenager, maybe even younger, maybe slightly older, but really being in your room, the music you're listening to, the journaling, the trying on of clothes, maybe being on the computer or video games, but really be in your room with activity, thoughts, emotions, perceptions. And just notice at what it feels like, what it's like to be in that room, the room of your mind. And listen to your breath. Allow your breath to deepen, to become more buoyant and light. Now step outside the room. So you still see the room of your mind, but you're not in it. Be the detached onlooker with a non-judgmental eye. Be outside the room of your mind. Someone walking by the room and peeking in. a nice gentle distance, a comfortable distance from the thoughts and from the emotions, the perceptions. As if looking into the room, but not being in the room. It's almost like being the parent or the babysitter, peeking in. And just notice if you can remain or stay as the onlooker. Can you watch the thoughts, the emotions, the perceptions? The room might be a mess, cluttered, chaos. The room might be clean, neat, orderly. But no matter what, can you stay out here? It's like you're in the hallway, looking at the room, witnessing the room. Notice if there's a pull to be back in the room. Do you want to be in the room? Do you want to be in there cleaning it up? Do you want to be in there messing it up? Maybe notice the temptation, the call, the drag, the habit. Instead of being in the room, surrounded by it all. Can you remain outside of the room, watching it from a nice, safe, comfortable distance? And the beautiful thing is, we stand at the doorway of this room. The door is open. So no matter what the room looks like, activity or inactivity, no matter the clutter or the chaos, we don't close the door. The door is open. And we just look. With a clear, calm mind, we just look. We witness. We're not attached to this room, the state of this room today. As a parent may look upon a teenager's room, maybe with a sense of curiosity. There's no judgment. This is the room of today, the room of the mind, as it's presenting itself right now. Don't judge your room, just see it for what it is. Now, as you sit with this room as it is, without doing anything, some of you might have noticed you wanted to go into the room to do something, whether it was to clean it or play in it, mess it up some more. And it's beautiful to sit and notice that. Was that your urge, your tendency to go into the room, be in it again? If you notice that, come back to the doorway, out into the hallway, witness the room, because the longer we can sit or stand and just be the onlooker, the observer, unattached, non-judgmental, just sitting or standing with whatever is, long enough, things will begin to maybe disappear, find their way to their rightful place. Clear space where there wasn't. An openness, a freedom, a spaciousness. The clutter begins to dissolve or unwind itself, unclutter itself. You don't have to do anything, just sit or stand and watch. It's as if the room has been clean, clear, not even the stuff stored. It's been packed up and given away. And still, we're not attached. Calm, clear mind. We sit with this room of the mind as it is right now. Become aware of your breath. Deepen the breath. And feel the breath buoyant and light. Anytime today, take a pause. As if walking down a hallway, take a pause. Look inside the room of your mind and just notice the state of the room. But always do it. You're the witness. You watch. You see. You're not attached to the inner workings of the mind. What's going on in there? If you're in the room too much today, listen to your breath. Become more upright. Go stand in the doorway. Step out into the hallway. And just look at the state of the mind. No judgment. Just a pleasant curiosity. Feel free to stay seated or come to a lying position. I'm going to read you from the inspiration of today's practice. It's a book called Meditation, a Journey of Exploration. To completely disentangle yourself from your mind's activities, some kind of distance or separation between you and your mind is required. You cannot be a detached observer as long as you remain in the room of your mind, thinking your thoughts, feeling your emotions, perceiving your sensations. Instead of thinking your thoughts, take time to watch them. Instead of feeling your emotions, Take time to observe them. And instead of perceiving your sensations, take time to witness them. Sakshi Bhava requires a radical shift of perspective, a view from outside the room of your mind. Take time to figuratively leave the room of your mind and observe its contents from the outside. One who sits like a detached onlooker is not affected by the vrttis or the gunas or the qualities. Knowing that the gunas or the vrttis, the vacillations of the mind, act on their own, the onlooker remains undisturbed. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Have a great day. Notice how you feel. Maybe journal your experience. Have a great day, everyone. Namaste.